What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Paulizè Talks. I'm Paulizè Anthony, and I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. I've been away for a minute, and honestly, I've just been recalibrating a lot of things. Right, just trying to figure out how can I add more value, how can I be of better service to others, and what sort of value can I add to myself, right, in order to add to others. That's really like the mindset behind everything and that I do. How can I add value to others? Because my thing is, we do better when we grow together, right? And if I want to be able to add value and to continue to grow in this community, then I need to be sure that I bring something to the table, right? I need to be sure that I'm adding something of substance. And not my biggest thing, honestly, if I should say, my biggest thing has been like focusing on building my mindset in order to build a proper business. Because no matter what business you get into, if you decide to start a business or whatever you do, you know, your mindset is key. And that is really the forefront of everything that you do, your mindset. And the thing is, and we're going to get into it too, I got some notes on that. And the thing about it is, it just helps to develop, you as a person. I don't really want to get too deep into it because we're going to be talking about it in a little bit, but that's really just been my whole thing. I mean, I'm sure that's always been my thing anyway, but it's just I've been really hitting it hard lately. Just like that's been my biggest focus. Like what can I do to improve my mindset? What sort of disciplines can I have in place? Um, you know, what keynotes can I have that can help others to set that proper mindset, right? Because um, being a leader, you have to set the right example, and this is for all my leaders out there too. You have to be able to set the right example, and no matter what you do, you know, if you're a great leader, if you're starting off or whatever the case is, it's never gonna be easy, and it's always going to be trial and error. There's never going to be a perfect way to be a leader. You just got to put it out there. You just got to put yourself out there. But we're going to get right into that. But before we do, be sure to like, comment, share this with somebody that may need it, and subscribe to. Click the notification bell to get notified whenever I publish another video. As always, thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for allowing me to be on this journey with you. I believe we do better when we grow together, so let's continue to grow with one another. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. Welcome back. All right, like I said before, we're gonna just jump right into it. Like I said, a lot of these are gonna be talking about mindset, about how building the proper mindset can help you build the proper business as well. And yeah, like I said, just to kind of reiterate everything that I already talked about, that's really been my biggest key focus, understanding how to build a proper mindset in order to build a proper business, because the structure of any business is how the business owner operates. And my thing is, I want to be sure that I'm giving the proper value to others in order to build a proper business. Everything that I share, I also apply first. That's a big thing for me. Like, I can't share anything that I haven't used myself first and put it into practice to see if it works. Because if it doesn't work for me, how can I share it with somebody else and be like, yeah, try this out, this could work? Nah, it don't work like that. If it don't work for me, then I'm not going to use it. So, that's the biggest thing about being a business owner, entrepreneur. There's a lot of trial and error. And, yeah. But to kind of switch it up a little bit, I want to talk about gifts. And that's something that has been heavy on my mind too, right? Along with the mindset about gift. What sort of gift do you have, right? Do you know what your gift is? And to kind of give a little bit of a definition of that, a gift is something that is given to you, like is a God-given talent. Something that you do just effortlessly without any training, without any schooling, education. It's just something that just comes to you naturally. And you know what your gift is when you feel it, you know? It just, for me, I feel like I have a gift of speaking, and it just comes to me so naturally. And it's something that has always been with me, whether I realized it or not. And maybe it's something that I tended to like run away from, like, nah, I want to do something else. But that thing that continues to nag at you, that is truly your gift. You know, rather you realize it or not, or rather you try to run away from it, your gift is always with you. It is something that you're born with. But it does need some critiquing, of course. A lot of us are naturally gifted at a lot of things, but it does need critiquing. It does. You know, you can't just come in here with a gift and expect like that's all you need. Nah, you need to add on top of that. And that kind of leads me into my first point, right? When it comes to having a gift, you need a vehicle to start your journey. The vehicle you use, though, the vehicle you use may not be the one you end with, but it will help to jumpstart your gift, right? So anything that you do, whether you're a cook, whether you're an artist, you know, whether you're a musician, you have to have a vehicle in order to get you to where you want to be. With me, the analogy that my coaches use all the time is like, you can't use the current vehicle you have now to get you to like Australia or to Italy or whatever the country you want to visit, right? The best vehicle you can use in that situation is like a plane, something that'll get you there effectively. And that kind of ties into your gift as well. You gotta attach your gift to a certain vehicle in order to propel you to that next level, no matter what it is. Because sometimes you need to attach yourself to something in order to awaken that gift within you. You know, your gift will always attract the things to you in order for you to grow into the person you need to be. Like, for me, I got attracted to a business, and it's just fired me up so much. And I was like, wow, this is what I see myself doing, right? This is what I really see myself doing. And it awakened the gift within me. And it allowed me to see different aspects of myself that I didn't even know. It was like, wow, I didn't know I was capable of that. Or I didn't know that I was able to add value in such a way. And it kind of led me down this path. Honestly, me personally speaking, I've always wanted to be able to add value to others and just to be of servitude, you know, in any way possible. I love to see other people win. And it's like, what better way to help others win than to add value to them, right? So that's always just been a big passion of mine. And that's just what keeps me going. But your gift has to have a vehicle attached to it in order for you to achieve whatever it is you're trying to achieve. It's and the beautiful thing about it is you don't have to get stuck with just one thing, right? Because one thing leads to another and leads to another and leads to another. There's levels to it, right? That's how do you think these greats, these millionaires get to where they are, right? They didn't just start off with $1 million. Nah, they built steps towards that. You know, they started off small. You know, they started off making like $50, right? And then he started making 100, and then he started making 250, and then he started making 3, then 5, then 1,000, and 10, and so on and so forth. And then it created a snowball effect, and now they are in the position that they are in now. So it's like your gift creates a lifestyle for you, and you gotta have that lifestyle in order for you to create that financial stability that you're looking for, right? It's a little side piece, but your gift is like the key to a lifestyle that creates the income for you to live the life that you want to live. You know, to live the way you want to live. And that actually brings me to my next point too. It's like create your own path, right? So for me, I can speak for my experience, right? So for me, it's like my gift is almost like I didn't have a way to explain it, right? I couldn't put a title to it. So I was just kind of trying to figure out like, okay, what is this? What am I good at? Is it motivational speaking? Is it like inspiring? Is it reminders? Like, what is it exactly? So for me, I feel like I'm more of not really a motivational speaker, although what I do is inspiring. It's more or less a reminder to let you know that in every aspect, you are always in your purpose, right? No matter what you're doing, you're always in your purpose. Your purpose is to become the greatest version of yourself. And that leads to the gift and the talents and abilities that you have in order for you to do the things that you want to do, in order to see yourself in the light that you want to see yourself in. So, yeah, being able to create your own path, means going against the grain, meaning defining yourself, right? Not just trying to find a title to attach yourself to, because sometimes your gift is unexplainable. Sometimes it's just like it's a phenomenon, it's an anomaly. It can't be boxed in, because it's so wide, it's so variant, it's unique. It's what makes you, right? So just being able to blaze your own path, although it's not easy and you may be nervous and you may get doubtful at times, is such a beautiful thing to do, because you're doing something that a lot of people don't really see, and it's unique, and it's literally what makes you who you are. It puts you in a lane all your own, and it's so beautiful to do that, So whenever creating your own path, just be what's the word? What's a good word? Be confident. Yeah. Be confident in the choices that you make, good, bad, or indifferent. Be confident in the choices that you make, because each choice that you make only leads you closer and closer to your desired goal. And also, when it comes to creating your path, you also have to create discipline for yourself too. Something that I've been learning a lot, right, is everybody wants freedom, right? Everybody wants freedom, but nobody wants to discipline themselves. So where I work at, there's a lot of people that, don't like where they are, and they want to do something else. But the thing is, you haven't created a lifestyle outside of what you do in order for you to do something else. And creating a lifestyle outside of that means discipline. That means governing yourself, literally. Like, governing yourself. I didn't want to skip too far ahead, right? Because that kind of brings to another point. But yeah, you got to be able to govern yourself. You have to be able to be like, set aside time to do the things that are important to you for you to create that life. So it's like time blocking. That's so important. Man, look, as we sit here today, we was just talking about this too. Me and some associates, we were just talking about this. Like, we're already 4 months into the year, right? And it feels like it's only just begun. That is just insane. We literally have 8 more months. And my thing is, who are you going to be at the end of these 8 months? What can you say you've accomplished at the end of these 8 months? So, and that comes back to discipline. Disciplining yourself and understanding how to utilize the time that you get. I was home for a while, right? Just on some orders or whatever. And I got to feel what it would be like if I was just a full-time entrepreneur. And honestly, I had a lot of time on my hands. I was building my business and everything, but I had a lot of time on my hands. And if I didn't crunch that time, if I didn't time block and set aside different things that were productive, then I would have wasted that time. And I was like, wow, this is tough. Like, it's not easy, because it's like you can literally you can be chilling, you can just take a nap, you can just you can play the game for a little bit, you can just scroll on social media or whatever the case is. And yeah, it's just so much time, on your hands that you can use. So yeah, having that discipline is so important. Having that discipline is so important. The first business, stop calling me. The first business you ever build is yourself. So before you even think about building a business, you are your first business, right? That kind of goes back to the mindset that I was talking about. So whenever it comes down to building a business, it's always going to have its ups and downs. It's always going to have its battles. It's always going to have its victories, right? But if you have the mindset and the fortitude to go through those things and come out on the end victorious, no matter how it goes, then it's all worth it. Like I've learned, being an entrepreneur is not easy and it's not pretty all the time. And some days you do just want to say, you know what, man, forget this. This is outrageous. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot, but it's so beautiful, right? Because it's uncomfortable. But when you're able to thrive in that uncomfortability, man, you become something so much greater, right? Like, it's not easy to do these things. It's not easy to sit down and read and take notes. It's not easy to post consistently on social media and make these videos. It's not easy. It can be nerve-wracking at times, but it's about showing up. It's about showing up for yourself. And when you're able to show up for yourself, you prove to yourself and you defeat fear every single time, right? It's so easy just to be like, well, I'll just do it tomorrow, or I don't think I'll do that today, or what do people think? When you just step into radical action and just do something about it, you immediately defeat fear. And those are the key aspects of building yourself, i.e. building your business, right? So you are your first business, right? What does your name represent, right? The first question you ask yourself when you're building a business or building yourself is, who are you? Who are you? That is the number one thing you ask yourself when building a business. Yeah, that's the key aspect of building yourself, right? The first business you ever build is yourself. This brings me to my next point. There are laws that must be followed, but you can create the rules as you see fit, right? Think about it in terms of like the law of attraction. When it comes to the law of attraction, there are certain laws that you have to be followed, but essentially you can create your own rules, right? This goes back to kind of creating your own path, right? No matter what you're doing, when it comes to being an entrepreneur, there's really no right or wrong way to do anything, right? When it comes to business building, when it comes to building yourself, there's really no right or wrong way to do things. It's just your way of doing things. So, but again, there are certain laws you have to abide by. You got the laws of the universe. The laws of the universe, if you believe in that kind of thing. You got the law of attraction, if you believe in that kind of thing. But the rules are there for you to create, right? So long as they don't go against, like, your morals or ethics or anything like that. You can literally create your own rules, right? That's why we're here, right? This thing we're doing on this planet, this big game, that's all it is. It's just a game, right? You can create the rules. There are rules that are already in place now, but you can create your own rules. You can decide your own destiny. You don't have to go based on what your parents did, what your great-grandparents did, whatever. You can literally create your reality, right? You can literally create your own set of rules. And that's so beautiful, because whenever you're able to work on your mind, you'll see things from a different perspective that allows you to expand and grow in ways it's crazy, right? But yeah, it all starts with your mind. It all starts with your mind. If you don't have the right mindset, then everything you do will always crumble. The mindset is the foundation that builds the house. And if your house doesn't have a solid foundation, it's gonna fold. You don't build a house from the top down. You build it from the bottom up, So Make sure that your mind is in order. Make sure that you're disciplining yourself. Make sure that you have a notebook. make sure you have a notebook. This is so important. This is so important to your growth, right? It's important to my growth because anything that I have, an idea, whatever it is, I always write it down because I've learned that you should not leave great ideas to memory alone. You should always have a pen and paper with you at all times because inspiration can hit you at any moment, and when it does, you have to be ready for it. Whether you have your phone on you, inspiration can hit you anywhere. When I'm writing music, I get hit with inspiration, and it's just like, okay, I gotta write this down. And then I just get into like a flow, right? I get into a flow state, and it's so beautiful. And that's a part of your gift. And yeah, that's it. That's all I had. I just wanted to come on here and share with you real quick. It's been a while, and this really helps. This not only helps me, but it helps others too. When you show up for yourself, it really does something for you. Like, truly. A lot of people aren't willing to show up for themselves and make excuses and put it off until tomorrow, and then tomorrow never comes. But imagine you put yourself on the chopping block. Imagine you just put yourself out there without any idea. Just be like, just go. How would you do? How would you react under that pressure, right? What would you do under them circumstances? Before I was doing this, that's all I ever did. I would just hit record, and whatever happened. But that's the importance about doing this. It's about sharing who you are authentically, right? I could come up with a script and do all this other extra stuff, but it wouldn't be authentic, with all the stutters and all the mess ups and everything. This isn't meant to be perfect. None of this is meant to be perfect, but it's meant to show and it's meant to add value, and that's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. That's what this community is here for. And as always, thank you. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for allowing me to be on this journey with you. I always say we do better when we grow together, so let's continue to grow with one another. If you made it this far, make sure that you like, comment, share this, subscribe for more, and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I publish another video. And this has been fun. This has truly been fun. I'm glad we were able to sit down and do this, man. And I really appreciate you. Like, truly, this really helps because I know that there are others out there that may feel like they're alone, because sometimes I do. But I know that there is a whole world out there of people who feel just the same way, And being able to share this puts you out there and allows you to connect with others. And that's what this is all about, especially in these times, connecting, right? Because when you're able to connect with others, man, it's so beautiful, right? When like minds come together, man, we create something fantastic. It's something that, it's just something amazing. So again, thank you so much. Got some new merch. By the way, I don't know if anybody noticed, but yeah, got some new merch. New and improved, better than ever. Anything's possible t-shirts. Go ahead and copy some. I'll leave the link in the description below. Again, thank you so much. And with that, go out and be great, Go out, be great, do great things, help somebody out. But always remember to be unique and be you. And remember, anything's possible. Anything. Peace.